move more, eat less is just a crazy way to think about eating. It's a blanket statement that comes across as simple. And I get it, because when something is simple, we're attracted to that. In fact, I love simple things. I really do. In fact, I'm thinking of just making simple is king like my tagline to go along with Occam's Razor Fitness. Simple is king. So I get the idea, and something seems very attractive, very alluring when you have a simple statement that seems on the surface level to make sense. Eat less, move more. And the scary thing is that there is some truth to that. If you eat a lot less and you move more, yeah, you're gonna lose weight, but you're gonna suffer, and it's not sustainable. And we are human beings. It's not sustainable. I eat all I want. I will often stuff myself 2, 3, even 4 times a day, like till I'm stuffed. The main point is I'm eating the right foods. And I do believe in simple is king. And that's why the simple solution is to just get on a ketogenic carnivore diet, eliminate all the carbs. You don't need carbs at all. The only thing you need to eat is proteins and fats, and you're gonna be as healthy as you can be. Now, this chart here, in my opinion, is misleading because it makes you think that, oh boy, if I want to lose weight, I need to do the really tough things like rowing, like running, like skipping jump rope, and something like lifting. Oh, that burns a lot less. So let me skip the lifting and let me just walk and run. And the thing is that, look, if you want to lose more than 100 pounds, there is no question about it. On your journey in losing that 100 pounds, if you just simply walk a ton more, you count your steps and you walk a lot, then yes, that will help you lose weight initially. It will help you lose the weight, and it will be worth it to you for your first 50 to 75 pounds. However, when you get to that final 25 pounds, especially if you're a man over 40, and you have that final stubborn belly fat, that lower belly fat, then running becomes a detriment. What helped you to get from point A to point B is not going to be what helps you to get from point B to point C. And so that's where resistance exercise becomes way more important. We got to build the muscle. And the truth is, at that point, when you have just a few pounds to lose, you don't need to do any cardio at all. You can mix the cardio in when you do resistance exercise. And here is another chart that really demonstrates how much work and cardio you have to do by just eating a little bit of junk food. I mean, look at this. Look at in the bottom third from the bottom up, an iced cinnamon roll. One iced cinnamon roll. You have to run for 40 minutes to burn off the calories that you get from one iced cinnamon roll. You would have to walk for an hour and 17 minutes. Can you imagine trying to figure these things out? Like, just give up the freaking cinnamon roll. Realize that you have a sugar craving, and that, let's face that, that's the real issue here. You have a sugar carb craving or addiction, and take it seriously. It's an addiction, and let's work on that. And then you won't even want these food. Look at the pizza, 1/4 of a large pizza. It's 449 calories. You have to walk for an hour and 23 minutes, run for 43 minutes. Can you imagine? Can you imagine trying to figure any of this out? Can you imagine trying to count calories? What a pain in the ass that would be. Every time you eat, you're worried. I mean, forget that. That's just suffering. Why would you want to do that? The simple solution is just avoid all of this and get on a ketogenic carnivore. And yeah, it's simple. It may not be easy. And this is where some people, yes, they will need guidance. They will need a coach to do this because they are carbaholics. You're addicted to sugar and to carbs. And now look at this chart here. This really explains how someone like me at the age of 56 can have a 6-pack and I don't do any cardio at all, except when I do resistance training, when I go to failure, because you're running out of air, when you're getting to muscle failure, then there, yes, I do a little cardio respiratory there, but I don't do any separate cardio unless you consider walking backwards for 15 minutes, yoga, or skipping as cardio. I don't really do it for a cardio workout at all. In any case, this chart here shows how the thermic effect of macronutrients. When you eat protein, 20 to 30% of the protein you eat is burnt up just digesting the protein. That's why you feel really full, and the body has to burn 20 to 30% of all the calories you ate. So if you eat two big steaks, 20 to 30% of those two big steaks are going to be used just to digest a steak. And that's a good thing. Carbohydrates only uses 5 to 10%. So if we were to eat two steaks, and let's say they're 1,000 calories, and compared to, let's say, 10 Twinkies, which are 1,000 calories, if you eat the Twinkies compared to the steaks, you're going to burn way more calories just digesting the steak than you will the Twinkies, the carbohydrates. And then, of course, fat takes very little energy for your body to, when you eat the fat, you absorb all of it, and very little, only 0 to 3% of it is utilized to digest it. The body digests fat very easily, which is a good thing when you combo it with protein. You eat the fatty protein, you eat the fat from an animal. If you eat chicken, eat the skin, and then your body can really digest things well, because it's going to spend energy trying to digest the protein, but then the fat is real easy. And this is where, if you mix carbohydrates, even vegetables, why would you want to do that? Number one, you're going to feel full. Number two, you're probably not going to eat enough protein, because if you didn't eat the vegetables, you probably could have eaten more chicken with the fat. And that's really what you need, especially if you're a man over 40, aging, and your body isn't absorbing protein like it used to when you were in your 20s. So now more than ever, eliminate the vegetables, eliminate any carbs at all. Just stick with the fats and the proteins, and you can really, really lose weight very, very quickly. So there you have it, a few ideas, a few graphs to motivate you to forget the counting calories. Underneath that, if you eat the protein and the fats, you can eat all you want. You don't have to suffer. I mean, trying to figure out what to eat and avoid this and avoid that, and how many calories does this have? But if I eat that, I'm gonna have to add another 10 minutes. I have to add another 1,000 steps today. Forget all that stuff. That's a headache. You don't need to do any of that. Let's be simple. Stick to protein, stick to fats, and you can eat all you want. Literally all you want. There'll be phases where you go through, maybe you're going to fast. You're going to do some intermittent fasting. But once you get to where you want to be and you have a little bit of muscle, even now, before and after I work out, some of you know, I'll eat ice cream, because that's the one time where a few carbohydrates will help you. So you don't have to give up carbohydrates forever. I'm at the stage now, I have my 6-pack. I'm not trying to lose any weight, so I don't fast anymore. I don't do intermittent fasting. And before and after I work out, I'll eat some dark chocolate, ice cream. I can afford to do that. Now, the road for me to get my 6-pack, I wasn't doing that. But let me tell you, it's sustainable. It's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. What I'm about to do now, what I'm looking forward to when this video is over, I'm going to dig into these pork rinds with goat cheese, which I freaking love. And I'm going to pig out. I'll probably eat this whole thing. I never count my calories, ever. It's a waste of time. I don't worry about doing cardio. I do resistance training, go to failure. You get your cardio there. There's no need to do separate cardio. In any case, thank you for watching. I'll be out again Thursday with Mr. Skeptical in the written format, and then Monday again with the video. Bye.